Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Chastity here. Alright, so I know this looks weird. You see dry shrimp in the pot. And this is what's going on. I'm making catfish courtbouillon. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And the recipe calls for you to use seafood stock. I did not have seafood stock, so what I did was use dry shrimp and I boiled it in some water. I needed 2/3 cups of stock. So you can also use like shrimp heads, which probably would have made it even better. But this turned out good, don't worry. I use bottled water as well. Okay, now I've added some roux. I added 2/3 cups of roux. It was in the microwave. Hold on, the one that's pre-made. Hold on. This is what I use, Carrie's roux, pre-made, and just stirring this occasionally on medium heat. So while this is preparing, I'm going to cut the vegetables up and then come back and stir and cut the vegetables. Come back, go back and forth to make sure I don't burn it. Okay, so the roux has cooked down, and well, melted. I don't know what you want to say because it's already cooked. I guess dissolved because there were some lumps. So now it's time to add the vegetables. I have a cup of onions, 1 bell pepper. Oh, and then I have to add the celery, which I'll do that. Ooh, I forgot to do that. So let me quickly chop up 1 celery stalk, and then I'll come back on. Okay, so I've added the celery. I cut them smaller than I cut the onions and bell peppers. Like I cut the onions bigger than the bell pepper, a little smaller, and then let me set that piece. Let me take that piece out and fix it. I don't want big chunks. And then the celery, I cut even smaller because I didn't want. It can be overpowering when it's chopped big. To taste it more. So I'm gonna stir this up until they soften, and then I'll add the garlic. So let me get the garlic ready. Stir this a little longer and then get the garlic ready. Okay, so this piece of garlic is massive. I needed 2 cloves, so I'm just gonna use 1 because it's huge. Alright, so the garlic has been added. You probably can't tell anymore, but turn the heat up just a little and cook it for about a minute or 2, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so the next step is to add the can of rotel, and then you have to chop up the tomatoes, the whole tomatoes that are in the yellow can, and then simmer for about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna do that now, and let's see how it looks. Alright, so the tomatoes, the rotel has been added, the whole can, and then I took the whole tomatoes out and chopped them up really good. It was like about, how many? 8 or so in the can. But anyway, it's like a 1 large 1.12 ounce can. I think that's what it said. So that's what you use, and the small can of rotel. So I'm gonna stir this up, get it mixed up in here really well. Excuse me. It doesn't look the best, but this is how it's coming along. And by the way, this is a recipe I found. I am not a native Creole cooker, or whatever you want to call it, with the correct terminology, because I don't want to get in trouble for saying anything wrong, because you have the naysayers. So this is a recipe I found. I'm just following the recipe. I tend to just look at several recipes and find the one that looks the best and have the most tastiest ingredients or things that seem to blend well, and that's the recipe I use. And of course I will add as I taste to see, to make sure it's how I like it. But anyway, so now this is going to simmer for 30 minutes before I add the seasonings. Which, you know what, I'm actually going to add the seasonings now. Why not? The recipe say add it with the stock, but no. They need to be cooked into the stew, this. So I'm going to add the seasonings now and then let it simmer for 30 minutes and then add the stock. Oh, let me show you the seasonings. So it'll be the Slap Your Mama. It's going to be kind of spicy. Some black pepper. Some Old Bay seasoning. And just a little of this. Just a little, because I'm already using Slap Your Mama, so I don't want to have it too strong. So let me add that and then let it simmer. Oh, and by the way, I don't have measurements for the seasoning. I think all the seasonings are saying like a fourth a teaspoon, pretty much, of seasoning. But I just half a teaspoon of Old Bay, fourth a teaspoon of the black pepper, or and fourth teaspoon of Cajun seasoning. But I'm gonna season it to my liking. But that's what the recipe says.
to give me your loyalty. Best to give me your loyalty. Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty.
Okay, I have like 16 seconds left to add this. So I'm going to add the stock and stir it for 1 hour. It's not not stir for 1 hour. What you do is bring it to a boil, then simmer it for 1 hour. So during that time frame, I just cleaned up the kitchen. My kitchen needs Jesus, so as you can see. But that's my next duty. After I finish the porch, my son's room, Lord, y'all, he's junked the room up. So that's why I haven't done the reveal. I'm trying to find time to clean the room up and get it to where I can show y'all. But it's pretty much finished. I do want to add some lights to his room, and that's it. But that's the deal with his room. So anyway, what I was saying was I'm gonna take my shower and straighten up my living room, and my bedroom is a little messy, and then by that time it should be an hour. Well, clean up then take a shower. But anyway, so I stirred in the 2/3 cups of the stock, and it probably would have been better to use the shrimp heads, but I just didn't have it. I just didn't have them, so I just used the dry shrimp. So just trying to get it stirred really good. And then after an hour, I'll add the fish. I think I'm gonna season them before. It says just dump them in, but I think I'm gonna season them before I add them. That stuff had to be seasoned. So I'll be back on in an hour. Okay, guys. So here's the finished product. I have the catfish over a bed of rice, and then I put the courtbouillon sauce. If I pronounced that wrong, I'm sorry. The courtbouillon sauce on top and sprinkled some green onions and a lemon wedge on the side. It says serve with bread, but I'm not eating bread. Don't even want to eat the rice, but hey, I'll eat some tonight. But yeah, that's catfish courtbouillon. Let me know if you have a different variation. Let me know in the comments, and let me know if you tried it and it turned out good. Remember, this was a recipe I tried, so it may be different from what you do. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy. Please subscribe and thumbs up for more, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, so now that I've tried the food, and I want to just do a review on the recipe and my thoughts on what I'll do differently. Okay, everything turned out great with the sauce. Like I said, the dry shrimp worked out really well. Shrimp heads probably would have made it taste even better, but it was really good. I definitely recommend seasoning the fish. Now, here's the thing. This is catfish. I don't really like catfish. There are some catfish that have that clean taste, but most of them have a dirty taste. I used to love catfish, but that dirty taste is just kind of off-putting. So the night I ate it, I tasted that it was really strong. The next day I had some more, and it wasn't, the dirtiness wasn't so bad. So what I recommend is make sure you get good quality fish. I think you can use like snapper or some other type of fish. Then what I could have tried with the catfish was blacken it first, or you can eat with any fish. Try blackening it, and using butter. Butter gives it a nutty taste, so that would have helped as well. But overall, the meal was really delicious. And then one more thing I would like to add is that the next day, because I'm trying to lose weight and cut my calories, I used cauliflower rice on instead of rice, and it tasted good. Great. It was no big change in the taste. So try that as well if you're trying to lose weight. But overall, this was a really good recipe. But like I said, if you have other ideas to share to improve it, just let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.